Hello everyone, welcome to question and answer session 7. I am Pratap here. This is a very important question. So that is the reason why immediately I have started another Q&A session. The question is, so thank you for your good study to teach all traders, but TradingView data is manipulated. That's a very big statement. And mostly not match with the NSE data. Please, if you don't mind, then check the TCS data of 8/1/2024 and 11/1/2024, where you draw the demand zone value. Sorry for disturbing you, but I think Saturday's trading view and the NSE data not match. See, sometimes some of you also might be getting this kind of doubts. When you open trading view and NeoStock reports, mostly both won't match. Forget about NSE data. You may see some differences in TradingView and some differences in NeoStock generated report. And again, if you open NSE data, definitely you will be seeing there is a difference in the data. Let me tell you the reasons. First, here we have two questions. Why NeoStock data and TradingView data are not matching? Second, why NSE data and both NeoStock and TradingView data are not matching? Are we using different data sets? The answer is no. Everybody has to use NSE data only. Even if I use, or even if TradingView uses, or even if some other data provider uses, all must use NSE data only. Then why the differences? The differences are mainly because of the corporate actions. If the corporate actions are not enabled, you will be seeing the data differences. That's why in order to match with NeoStock data and TradingView data, I clearly told in our training program, in our supply demand zone price action free training program, I already explained about the corporate actions in lesson 9.1. Let me show you. So this is our video playlist, supply demand zone price action course. In this playlist, we have all the lessons, training lessons starting from lesson 1.1. So go to lesson 9.1. Read this lesson 9.1 practical, corporate actions, comma, how to draw demand and supply zone in TradingView. In this video, I clearly explained how to set a TradingView. See, TradingView is by default, they are adjusting the data, corporate action data for some of the corporate actions like bonus, split, rights. But dividend it is not adjusting. Instead, TradingView has given an option for you to enable dividend adjustment. So you need to click on that option. So how to enable dividend adjustment, that I explained in this video clearly. Step by step I have explained. So please go through this video, lesson 9.1. And the NeoStock's data is completely adjusted with all the corporate actions. We've been adjusting because I've been using NSE data in my database. In my database from the year 2003 onwards. So initially even I suffered, even I did not understand the corporate actions concepts properly. Over a period of time, once I get the experience, better and better experience, I understood the corporate actions in much better way. And then I developed the algorithms. So every time when I use NSE data, every time when I download the NSE data, my software automatically will take care of adjusting all the data with corporate actions. So in technical analysis, always we have to use adjusted data. Why we have to use adjusted data? Clearly explained in lesson 9.1. I don't want to repeat the discussion again. So that's why I'm suggesting you go through this video. Everything is there in this video. Okay, now let me continue with this question. Because I have to prove. What I have to prove? NSE data is not adjusted. Whatever the NSE data we are getting with free of cost, that data is not adjusted. If you are paying the data from, if you are paying money to the National Stock Exchange and buying the data, then probably they will be providing you the services with all the adjusted data. But the cost of NSE data is very expensive. It's highly expensive. That is the reason why I developed my own algorithms. Okay, here let me complete the remaining part of the question. So check TCS data of 8. I will get into TCS. Before I get into TCS, I should show you something to prove NSE data is not adjusted. If you look into TCS, you don't really understand because there the difference is very small. First, let me show you an example with a huge difference in the prices. First, let me finish the questions so that everybody understand. Because some people probably, if they read your comment, maybe doubts will be arised in their mind also. If they did not complete lesson 9.1 in our training program. Especially those who completed supply demand zone training courses outside and here joined with NeoStock YouTube channel mainly to get the reports, probably they all will be facing problems. The reason is they are not aware of these concepts. So I don't want my subscribers to face problems. That's why in the training program I clearly explained. And also I'm recommending everyone go through, even though you land our supply and demand zone training program somewhere else, you please go through this entire training. You see a huge difference. You will be knowing what you missed all these days. You will understand what are all the most important areas you need to focus to get the profits. This NeoStocks, our free training program is not just a training program. It is my experience. I'm sharing my experience with you. I'm not teaching you the theory. I am teaching you the practicals. Okay, let me complete this remaining questions. First, let me read once again. So on TCS data of 8.1 and 11.1, where you draw the demand zones, that means in NeoStock software. Sorry for disturbing you, but I think that day's TradingView data, NSE data not match. Not only TradingView data, even NeoStock data also. Please remember, NeoStock never uses TradingView data. I am using from NSE, but even TradingView is also using NSE data. That point we have to understand. Everybody uses NSE data. So continuation that I have given a reply. First read the reply. Let me read. I think you might have missed the lesson 9 where I explained about corporate action. We must always use adjusted data with corporate actions in technical analysis. NeoStock's data is fully adjusted with all corporate actions. In that lesson 9, I suggested everyone enable dividend adjusted data in TradingView so that TradingView data and our NeoStock reports will match exactly. I even explained the steps in that session. Please go through, you will understand how to adjust dividend adjustment in TradingView. I explained. Once you follow these steps, you may not find any difference between our data and TradingView data. One minor difference is there. What is that? TradingView is rounding the value to the 2 digits. But I am not rounding. In the NeoStock software, I am not rounding because I want exact value, whatever is there. Because of that, you may see some 2 or 3 paisa difference between NeoStock data and TradingView data. Except that, you won't see any major differences. Please also understand the free data NSE is providing to the users is not adjusted with corporate actions. I clearly made this statement. Please understand, the free data NSE is providing to the users is not adjusted data with corporate actions. That is what I am going to prove now. If you compare with the data, always you find the differences and it is a wrong comparison. That means you cannot compare adjusted data and non-adjusted data. Once the NSE is given the data, it is a historic data, they never adjust the data. On that day, whatever the data is there, that only visible. That is what I am going to show you now. And to that reply, what is the reply? Sir, I think NSE also adjust corporate action on pricing. They don't adjust. They adjust only on the day where corporate action is supposed to be implemented. We call it as an X date. On X date only, they will adjust the data. From there onwards, we see the adjusted data. Market also behaves based on that adjusted data. But what about historic data? Historic data won't be adjusted in NSE. Only the ongoing data from the date the corporate action is supposed to be implemented. From that date only, NSE adjusts the data. But what about before the day data? That is called historic data, before days. NSE won't adjust. It is our responsibility. That is what I am going to show you now. That's why I am reading all these messages, our conversation, so that everybody get clarity. If anybody is having any doubts similar to the doubts you are having in your mind, probably they will also get the answers. In future, if anybody read our conversation, they also might get confusion. That possibility is also there. I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm, I started this Q&A session a little early. And each and every, the next message you have written, and each and every following NSE database, I think, you are saying I think, you are not having clarity here. I think it is a right data. No, that is what I said. No, it is not the right data. See the next message? I am using NSE data only. It is not adjusted with corporate action. So how to prove? Very simple. Take a stock that is recently having some corporate action and see the data. Especially I have selected a stock that is having a huge difference in the data so that you will get clarity. Now let me go to NSE website. In the NSE website, I am selecting a stock. This is a Sandur Manganese and Iron Ores Limited. Recently they have given a corporate action. That means corporate action is corporate action has done recently. That is Sandur Manganese and Iron Ores Limited. Okay, where to see the data, historic data? Here. So here we have options, so trade information, corporate disclosures, so and so, intraday charts and historic data. See the historic data. Click on this historic data. You will see all the previous data. NSE is showing to us. See some historic data they have given. Now if you look into this data, on 2nd February, corporate action has been done. And what NSE has done, that day only they implemented the corporate action, and from that day onwards, the latest data, the corporate action, whatever is done, the new data is they are using. That means market is using the new data after the corporate action. But what about the historic data before 2nd February? That is 1st February, 31st February. Now look into the open price on 1st February. It is 3,140 rupees. Look into the data on 2nd February. It is 544 rupees. 5th February, 595 rupees. And today's data, 549 rupees. But what is the data on 1st February? 3,143 rupees 95 paisa. See the closing price. The closing price is 3075 rupees 70 paisa. Look into all these parameters: open, high, low, close. Time being forgot this LTP, last traded price. This is after market hours. There is a post market session for the data adjustment they will show here. But this is exactly at 3:30 the closing price. See, before 2nd February, all these days, the data is around 3000 and 2900 or 2800 or 2700 in between. See, all of a sudden from 2nd onwards, it is 554 and 595. Why? If you place your mouse on 2nd, the highlighted area, see what is that you are seeing? Bonus 5:1. That is the corporate action. Bonus has been implemented. It is 5:1. That's why, because of this bonus, the 3000 value has come down to 544 rupees. If you don't adjust the historic data according to this bonus value, always you see a difference. Because the corporate action bonus is done, all the people who are holding this share, they are getting 5 shares extra. For every 1 share, they are getting 5 shares. That means they got the entire money. If you take all the 5 shares, 544 into 5 times, probably you will get this money. But historic data we did not adjust. And if you use a technical analysis without adjusting the historic data, your analysis will fail completely. You may ask a question, why NSE is not adjusting? Because NSE is not providing you free services. Don't expect. Nowadays everything is with money only. Because I am providing free training on supply and demand zone price action, don't think that everybody will do the same. Today's world is completely, it is not a free services, everything is based on paid services. National Stock Exchange will be charging lakhs of rupees or few crores of rupees, depending on the services, for providing the data. Probably at the time they will be providing you the required libraries and all the required data for adjusting this data. Because I know how to adjust the data, because I already gained that experience and knowledge, what I am doing, I have developed my algorithms. See, I have developed, excuse me, I have developed a very complicated algorithm, demand and supply zone price action. Can't I develop algorithms for these corporate actions? They are the simple things for me. I wrote programs and every day those programs will be executed and every day automatically the historic data will be updated in my database. Let me show you in NeoStock how I adjusted for the same stock. Let me open ATR, average true range. ATR indicator, I developed several indicators. Currently I am showing you only supply demand zone price action only. Because all of you are supply demand zone price action traders. But I have several indicators in this software which I developed. And one of these indicators, ATR. ATR also you will be learning soon, especially for your stop loss buffers and all. So here let me enter the same stock code which we opened in NSE. And let us see, let me get this indicator data. The reason is in every report apart from indicator data, I am also showing you the volume, open, high, low, close, everything. On 5th, what is the open price? Here it is showing 595 rupees, 595. Now check NSE data. On 5th, open price 595, same. Check the high value 614. See high value here also 614. What is my low value? 564, 55 paisa. What is NSE data? 564, 55, same. What is NSE close price? 575.35. What is my close price? 575.35. Same thing. Why it is same thing? Because I am using NSE data. TradingView will also do the same thing, NSE data. If you look into any other stockbrokers, they will also be using the same data only. Everybody has to use NSE data only. They can't change the data. Only thing they can adjust the data according to corporate actions. They have the right. Otherwise, technical analysis doesn't work. Same thing you will find, but where you see the difference? On first you will be seeing the difference. Because second, corporate action has been implemented. So second onwards, our NSE data and the NeoStock data or even TradingView data, you will see the same. But where you will see the difference? Before second, the data. All these days, historic data, we call it as historic data. Before second, the historic data, you will see the difference. So on first, let us select first. On 1st February, what is my data open price? 523.36 paisa. If you look into TradingView, you will be seeing 523.35 paisa because they rounded the value. But I did not rounded the value because purposefully I did not do because I want exact. Because sometimes some stocks are having a very less price, like 10 rupees or 5 rupees. If you take idea stock is very less. It is maybe somewhere around 7 or 8 rupees will be there, or maybe little higher or little lesser. There, 2 paisa or 3 paisa makes a huge difference there in the profit calculations. So that is the reason why I didn't round the value in my software. But TradingView, if you see, they have rounded their values. But anyway, when you compare TradingView and our data, maximum you will see 1 or 2 paisa differences, nothing more than that. So here 523.36 is the open price. And what is NSE data? On first, it is 3140.15. See here, 3140.15. This is the value you got. Here 523.36. Go to TradingView. What is the name, symbol for this stock? In TradingView, in NSE data, when we are checking on first, what is the open price? 523.35. And what is the NeoStock value? On first, 523.36. See here, NeoStock it is 523.36, but in TradingView it is 523.35. Look here, when I place my mouse on the candle, you have to observe open, high, low, close on the top. Now I place the mouse here on the candle on first. See the value now, 523.35 open and high is 524. And what is NeoStock value? 523.99. That means if you round off, it is 524. 523.99 is NeoStock value. 524 is TradingView value, the high value. But what is NSE value and high value? On 1st February, 3143.95. That means NSE historic data is not adjusted. That is the reason why you are seeing the difference. Now let us get into TCS. That is because you asked the question about the TCS. Why I have selected? Because the huge difference is there. Now you will realize. Now you will understand. What you will understand, this is a wrong data. Why it is wrong data? Because NSE is not adjusted the data. Why they didn't adjust? Because they are not providing you the services. You didn't pay the money to the NSE. They will be showing you only without adjustment. When they will adjust, the day corporate action is implemented, that is on second data is adjusted. Now market is using that adjusted data. Historic data, NSE don't bother. They didn't adjust. They are not providing you any services. Who is providing you services? Some of the people like TradingView or NeoStock or a few other concepts, a few other softwares. I forgot the name, some of the names. And all those chart providers, they will be providing you because you are paying money to them. They will adjust the data and they will be giving you. Technical analysis, always we have to use adjusted data. If you don't use adjusted data, technical analysis will fail. Now clearly you are seeing, now we cannot say NSE data is correct and our data is wrong. You are thinking NSE data is correct because you are not aware of these concepts. Not only you, many people are not aware of this concept. I know that point. Even all the people who are teaching these supply demand zone price action, many of them also probably they don't understand the depth of this concept. That could be the reason why they didn't talk about all these things. But I know its importance. Because I know the importance, in lesson 9.1, I have explained about these corporate actions. See how this person who asked this question, what is the name? Jasmine Sangvi. This person got the doubt. Similar kind of doubts you would have got if I would not have explained in lesson 9. I know majority of the members they have gone through these lessons, so you may not be having. But recently, a good number of new members are joined here. They subscribe to our channel. Maybe over 150 plus members recently during last 1 month are added. So probably all these members, some of the members have already completed supply demand zone training somewhere outside. Some people probably they are learning first time with us. And whoever joined recently, probably they might not have get into this lesson 9. And whoever already learned supply demand zone price action course, they're not even bothered about our course because they attended paid course, right? Always people give value to the paid courses. Because NeoStock course is free course, probably people will give less value to our course. Thinking that, okay, it is a free course, probably this person may not be knowing anything. That way people will think and they just ignore. But after attending these videos only they understand how they wasted their money all these days. It's not my point. This is the feedback given by some of you people. You paid 1.5 lakh rupee for somebody and you learned the course and now you commented in one of the videos, you commented. We wasted, we paid a lot of money. After attending this course, now we realized. Whatever we did not learn earlier, those points we learned in this course. That is what people are telling. Because I am teaching my experience, I am not teaching just the concepts. Experience is different, theory is different. I have a vast experience, over 20 years experience is there in stock market technical analysis. On the top of that, I developed the software. When I developed the software, each and minute thing I have to observe, I have to study. What anybody outside teaching, not teaching, I have to observe. Anybody outside, I'm making this statement, anybody outside, not teaching some of the concepts. Such kind of concepts I have to observe when I am developing the software. Otherwise, the accuracy in the software will be missing. Such a vast level I have studied. On the top of that, already I am having experience in the stock market. So I combined both my experience and my study part, and while developing the software, whatever the new things I observed or the new things even I developed, few concepts I developed, new concepts like price direction, when a zone will be violated, decision making table. All these are all my own inventions or my own observations. And especially S underscore DZ, R underscore SZ, the high liquidity zones. So now these concepts, I gained the experience. That is what I've been teaching in all these videos. I am not teaching in a structured way how outside people are teaching. I am teaching in a structured way where your mindset should be changed in the right way. That way I model this training. I don't bother how outside people are teaching what they are teaching, or outside people in which order they are teaching. I didn't bother about anything. I followed my order. My goal is the way how I am ordered these lessons, they should give a shift in our thinking level, in our mind. That is the reason why in lesson 9 practicals I have introduced corporate actions, so that people won't get such kind of doubts. See, these kind of doubts, they are very dangerous doubts. They always eat your mind. They won't, they will take all our happiness away. Why they will take all our happiness away? Because you are seeing some differences in the NeoStock data, you are seeing some differences in the TradingView data, you are seeing some differences in your NSE data. But actually every data is same if you do the corporate actions. The reason is everybody uses the data from NSE only. The main source is NSE. Even TradingView also should use the data from NSE. Probably they would have brought the services from NSE. That's why they are providing. Without buying the services from NSE, they cannot provide this kind of use live data. Live data is very expensive. For one month itself, they are charging several lakhs of rupees. If you compare with year, you have to pay several crores of rupees just for buying the data from NSE, live data. But anyway, NSE is providing end of the day data with free of cost, but it is not adjusted data. So if you are a technical analysis person, that data is not useful if you are using as it is. That's why I always call NSE data as a raw data. Raw data means it is not adjusted with corporate actions. Even I think I made that statement in one of these replies. Maybe it's a big message. Okay, anyway, it's not important. You can read that message later. Now I have to get into TCS. So in NSE, TCS, Tata Consultancy. Why I have to get into TCS? Because the question is about TCS. Our subscriber asked the question about the TCS because in the TCS in our NeoStock version 2.0 update to release, the software listed TCS. That way identified some differences between NeoStock data and NSE data. Where it displayed, let me show you. See, this is Tata Consultancy, TCS data, Tata Consultancy. Now let me select this historic data. See here we have historic data. Let me click on that. So this is the TCS data for the last few days. But if you observe on 19th January, TCS has given interim dividend rupees 9 per share, and apart from that they also given special dividend rupees 18 per share. Two dividends TCS has given on 19th. So we have to adjust the price with both these dividends. What NSE has done? NSE has already adjusted this data. When they adjusted this data, On 19th they adjusted. And market followed that adjusted data, and 19th onwards we are all using based on that. But when NSE did not adjust the data, historic data, that is before 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, they didn't adjust the data. 19th only they adjusted. Historic data they did not adjust. That is what NSE has written in the below statements. One of the statements, see here, on X date, the percentage change, X date means on 19th, the percentage change is calculated with respect to adjusted price. Adjusted price with respect to corporate actions such as a dividend, bonus, rights, face value, split. See, even dividend also they are adjusting. That is on 19th they did. But what about 18th, 17th? NSE considers that is a historic data. I don't bother about that because I am providing free services. Because I am providing free services, I don't bother about historic data. It is people's responsibility, or they have to buy services from me. That is how probably they will be thinking. But I cannot think like that, right? Because we are using technical analysis, it is our responsibility. Because I already developed the algorithms for adjusting, my software will take care of adjusting this data. Let us observe 19th, what is the value in my software and in this NSE. Because 19th onwards, NSE, on 19th NSE adjusted the data, and that adjusted data market followed from 19th onwards. That is 19th, 20th, 23rd, based on this adjusted data. That is what we have seen in even in the previous example also. But before the data, NSE is not adjusted. Now let me show you, you will see the differences. In the NeoStock, now let me add TCS. Let me generate TCS report. So this is ATR report. Anyway, ATR value is not required for you at this point of time. Our focus is open, high, low, close. When NSE has declared the dividend, I mean not NSE, TCS. TCS declared the dividend on 19th. 19th, already NSE has taken care of that, adjusting the NSE data with dividend. So what is the open price on 19th? 3,945. And look into my report. On 19th, what is the value? 3,945. It is same. But what about 18th? 18th, NSE did not adjust the historic data. That's why the same old value. Before 19th, whatever the value NSE published, same value only there, here also. Because they didn't adjust. But we adjusted in our software. How we adjusted? With that interim dividend 9 rupees and special dividend 18 rupees. So total 27 rupees. So both these dividends we adjusted in our data. Okay, so that's why, because NSE did not adjust, what is the data? Open price it is showing on 18th. It is 3,898. NSE data is 3,898. But what is NeoStock data on 18th? 3,871.03. See the decimal value here. 3,871.03. And here 3,898. What is the total dividend? 27. So let me take the calculator. If you add 27, you won't get the exact value. Nearest value will get, because formula is different. At present, I am not discussing the formula, dividend adjusted formula. That's why nearest value, whether whatever the value, close to that value or not, let us see. Close to NSE value. If I implement the formula, exact value you will get. Without formula, you will see some 2-3 rupees difference. See, after adding 27, 3,898. Now what is NSE data? 3,898. See here, 3,898. My value after adjustment 3871. After adding the 3871 plus 27, 3898. See NSE data 3898. Okay, in this example it came very close. Maybe if we see more and more backwards data, you will see few rupees difference. 17th you see what is the value NSE? 3819, the open price. 3819 minus 27. So 3792. So nearest value, maybe few rupees difference, nearest value should be there in my report after deducting the dividend. On 17th, see the value? 17th value 3792.58 paisa. 3792. Some difference, 58 paisa difference is there. If you use the exact formula, you will get even the fraction value. So what is that proved? The 27 rupees is deducted from my historic data as per the formula. It's not direct 27 minus 27 in all these days. If you do like that, you will get a huge difference in the data when days are going backward. There is a formula, we have to follow that only. Anyway, I am not teaching you corporate action formulas in our course. I am teaching you only supply demand zone price action. So don't ask me any of these formulas. They are my software related. So is it clear now? The dividend value is adjusted, the adjusted value is showing. And when I generate demand and supply zones, based on these adjusted data, they will be showing. So when you compare with NSE data, obviously you will see a wrong data. Because you see the wrong data, and making such kind of statements are very dangerous statements. If anybody see these comments, probably they also believe maybe what you are saying is correct. And what NeoStock is published or what TradingView or somebody else is providing is the wrong data. That is what people will be thinking. TradingView data is manipulated. That means you didn't say NeoStock, otherwise NeoStock data is also manipulated. Right? Anyway, you see, it is actually a good question. I should appreciate you by asking this because you people are in the beginning stage in your career and all these issues you are not aware, you are learning. Because you are learning, you got this doubt. Otherwise, you would not have got this doubt. That's why I said this is a good question. Before starting my discussion, I said it is a good question. Because it is a good question, I conducted a separate Q&A session for addressing your question. Because many people will be having this kind of question. Because some people already attended my training program, that's why they may not be getting this doubt. Because in lesson 9 I already explained. Those who follow NeoStock training program, they would not have got this doubt in their mind. But people came recently and not already learned supply demand zone outside. For all the members, if they don't attend NeoStock course again, definitely it will be a problem for them. Because every lesson, starting from lesson 1.1, every lesson you will learn at least one new point in each lesson. If you compare with where you learn your course outside somewhere else. Why you will learn new point? Because I have been teaching from my experience, not the theory as it is I am teaching. Supply demand zone theory, there are some issues are there. I know those issues. What I did, I addressed all those issues one by one. And I made better clarity to the subject. So that it works much accurate way. That is the reason why I decided to provide this training program. Otherwise, I would not have gone for this training program. I would have just displayed my supply demand zone price action reports every day. Because preparing each lesson takes a lot of time for me. Sometimes, there is a big gap between one lesson and another lesson, especially in the recent time. The reason is preparation time is taking, sometimes 1 week time it is taking for preparing one presentation. Presenting is only half an hour or 20 minutes time. But preparation for that half an hour presentation or 20 minutes, 20 minutes presentation preparation, it takes 1 week time for me sometimes. And moreover, the presentation, all these presentations should be in a better clarity, it should be there. Why I have introduced all the animations, everything in these PowerPoint presentations. If you learn that way, you get better clarity on the subject, your interest also will go up and you will concentrate. You feel like you want to learn more and more. If you learn more concepts, obviously you have better knowledge. That way you earn so much of money in the coming days. See, ultimately, what is the goal? We all should earn good money. That's it. How our country will be rich? When we are earning more and more money, we will pay more and more taxes to the government, and we will also spend more and more money. Again, we will be paying more and more GST to the government. So government get more money, our economy will improve. And when we get more profits, what we do? We take this money, again we will go to some other country, in their stock exchanges, we will invest. And their stock exchange, whatever money is there, that profits we will bring back to our country, India. That way our country will become more and more richer. We never be trading only in our stock exchanges, right? Once you, in future, in the coming years, when you get more and more profits, obviously we trade in foreign exchanges also. At the time, all these concepts, when you learn in an accurate way, so you will analyze the data in much better way in those exchanges. In those exchanges, you will get more profits. That is the way we have to think about ourselves, we have to think about our country. Okay, anyway, I hope I got enough explanation to make you understand whatever the data you are seeing on NSE is not a adjusted data with corporate actions. And this clarity is not only to you, but anyone who got similar kind of doubts and who haven't studied lesson 9.1 so far, who haven't completed lesson 9.1 so far, probably this explanation will give better clarity. Still, if you are having any questions, all of you, anybody, please feel free to ask the questions. When you are asking genuine questions, I never scolded you, right? Moreover, I am giving appreciation to you, saying it is a good question, or maybe encouraging you ask more and more questions, such kind of with good quality questions. And people, generally I like the people who ask genuine questions. That means they are learning the subject properly. That's why they are getting these kind of genuine questions. Or they are observing market very closely. Asking wrong question is not at all a problem. Asking wrong question means you haven't learned that subject. That's why you are asking. That means you are trying to learn. You are trying to learn. I like those people who are trying to learn the subject. Then whatever the goal I set, that will be achieved. What is the goal I set? You have to earn more money. That money again you have to invest in foreign exchanges. That way you have to bring more money back to our country. That way our country's economy will improve and overall again we will reach. Because we know before British, India is having the highest GDP in the world. And because of this British rule and they treated us like as a slavery and they looted our money, all these things, they made us go down. But again, now we are again coming back, and again we are trying to reach or trying to regain what we lost earlier. So you have to understand. I think this is not only my goal, this is the goal for every Indian. That's why we are all doing a lot of hard work. Why Sundays also I have to spend it is a holiday, right? I have to spend so many videos I have prepared on Sunday to help you guys. What is the reason why I am doing this kind of hard work? It's not just because to make me feel better or to get the popularity. What will happen if I get popularity? Nothing will happen. Hardly this 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers or maybe 100 views or 200 views. What kind of popularity we get? Nothing. Yeah, the thing is, we should think about our country. We should think about our future generations. Because I have kids, 2 kids are there, twins, both are. I feel like their future should be much better than currently what I experienced. How it is possible? If our country grows in much and much better way, they get more and more better opportunities in the coming years. That way their life will be much better. I think every Indian thinks like that only, right? Everybody wants our country should get into a better place. What we lost some 400 years or 500 years back, we have to regain that again. So before Britishers, whatever the economy is there in our country, and what kind of GDP that was generated earlier, such kind of level again we have to reach. When it is possible, if everybody do hard work, then it is possible. That's why I am providing my contribution, whatever the knowledge I gained or whatever the experience I got, at least I am trying to share with you people. But whatever the software I developed, I have to make it popular. Because tomorrow I might be selling, I clearly told you in Q&A session 1. So definitely I will be selling to this software to somebody else. Maybe it could be an Indian financial company or it could be a foreign financial company. But whatever the money I am getting, that money again I will be getting back, means our country is getting that money. Whatever the taxes I will be paying again, that will be going to our government. Maybe it is a small amount for the government. But like me, if hundreds of people think or thousands of people think, that small contribution will become a very big contribution to our country. So that's why everybody should seriously learn the concepts, seriously observe the issues. I feel happy when people are asking some questions like this. Because you're all my fellow Indians, right? So when you are learning the concepts in a much better way, that is the most happiest moment for me. All you people, we all should earn more and more money. Not only Indian stock exchanges, maybe in the coming days or in the coming years, we should get the money from other stock exchanges. Maybe you will be investing in UK stock exchange. How much money they took from India? How you will get that money? Probably from their stock exchange, you will invest, we'll get profits, and we bring the money back to our India. Just a simple idea. I don't know it works or not. But it might be possible, right? All you people dedicatedly, if you learn, and all you people with properly, if you gain your skills, can't we do this? Definitely we can do this, right? That is what our goal. It's not my goal. It should be our goal. So this is about the question, and any other questions? One more question: how to getting system and template. I didn't get clarity. Maybe if you are asking how to get this software, I already provided answer to that question in Q&A-1 session, please everybody should go through, especially all the new members, whoever is expecting a software, they should go through Q&A session 1 video. Then you will get answers to all your questions. After that, you won't ask this question again. If that is not your question, then make it clear what exactly it is. Okay, this is about Q&A session 8. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.